Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Iesha Lynn, aka Naturally IE, and we're getting into something a little bit different today. So if you pay attention at all to the makeup community here on YouTube, there's no way that you have not heard the words Jaclyn Hill or Jaclyn Cosmetics in the past week or 2 weeks by the time this video will go up. So if you haven't heard, Jaclyn Hill is a beauty vlogger. She was a long-term, big name in here in the makeup community, and she has done beauty palettes with really big names like Morphe, for example. And she finally came out with her own line that was very anticipated, very long-awaited, and she tanked it. Straight up just bombed the whole thing. So if you want to avoid Jaclyn Hill's mistakes, here are six things you can learn from Jaclyn Hill's lipstick fuck up. All right, so let's get my little list of notes here, because let me just say that I don't follow Jaclyn Hill. I don't really follow any beauty bloggers with complexions that are not similar to my own. It's not to say that I don't like what they have to say. It's just that they're not using products that are gonna work for me, so why am I bothering? That's how I see it. But if something big were to happen in the beauty community, of course I'm gonna go ahead and listen to what they have to say. That's what happened. That's something that happened with things when I was following. That's like something that happened when things were happening with James Charles. But this is a big one just because it pertains to anybody that's looking to build a brand from their channel or from social media. If you're looking to build a brand from scratch, from nowhere, and you don't really know where to start, this is what you need to know not to do. All right, so number one, don't speak on things before they're actually in existence. And with that said, build your brand in silence. If you are looking to launch a t-shirt brand, or you're looking to launch a candle brand, or you're looking to launch, like, I don't know, whatever, keep that shit on the low until you're really ready to start marketing it to people. Because I'm a firm believer that if you speak things into existence before it's time for that thing, something's gonna happen, and you're gonna and it's not gonna come true. Essentially, you're putting your own foot in your mouth, and you're stopping your own progress. To my understanding, you'll have to do your own research, but to my understanding, she's tried to launch this lipstick line in particular twice, and both times it just crapped the bed. The labs. They say it's the labs. What do I know? I'm not a cosmetic business owner, but what I do know is that you should not speak on things before it's time. Number two, check your products each step of the way. So if you don't know anything about the controversy over these lipsticks, just put into YouTube, put it right in here, Jaclyn Hill lipsticks, and you will see pictures, you will see videos, people showing you the live proof of these lipsticks having like lint, little white lint hairs inside the lipsticks, inside supposedly fresh lipsticks. You'll see oxygen bubbles forming on some people's lipsticks. You'll see the whole beads. If you've ever seen the wax beads before they melt it down to become a cosmetic product, it comes as like a little bead. You'll see whole beads in the lipstick. You'll see people put the lipsticks on, and it actually scratches their lips because the products have not been melted down to a smooth enough consistency to be up to our standards for what we know now today. So if you're not checking your products every step down the line, down the conveyor belt, how do you know what's going to be going out to the public? So one of my bigger issues with Jaclyn Hill is she says that she wanted to perfect the brand. She stands 100% behind her brand. If that were true, why didn't you know what you were shipping out to people? People are spending $18 per lipstick. Your lipsticks sold out in minutes. Some people didn't want to buy the entire collection, but were forced into buying the entire collection just to get their hands on it. You had a cult-like following, and you fucking shit the bed, bruh. Number three, moving back to my list, that I don't want to keep bashing Jaclyn Hill. I'm just bashing the way that this happened. How this happened, that's what I'm bashing. There's nothing against her, because she's a YouTuber and she started her own brand and she actually got it out there, and that is amazing. That is a massive like goal of mine. So I commend her for that, but I just don't understand how the business side of it fell through so horribly. How you didn't have people behind your back, like at your side. Anyways, It's a different story. Number 3 in my list for things to not do or rather to do is make sure that you're doing soft launches. I don't know if Jaclyn Hill did soft launches. I know that she did have PR kits that were sent out, and those tended to be better quality than the ones that were sent out to, you know, the average person. But a soft launch is absolutely necessary. Send out, after like the first 50 of your products are made, send them out to family and friends and see and get their honest opinions. If you feel like you're not getting honest opinions, then send them out to your subscribers that, you know, are long-time subscribers or do whatever. Make sure that you're getting honest feedback, because if you're not and you send out the product that they said was great and it wasn't great, you look really stupid. So that's definitely something that I'm gonna keep for my own, is like make sure that you do soft launches and maybe do like 2 or 3 of them, not just do 1, but make sure that, you know, this really is a product that people want, can afford, want to buy, and they see the value of it. Number 4, lipsticks. These lipsticks were not chocolate girl friendly. If you follow Nina Tang, she is a beautiful, beautiful chocolate woman, and I go to her for anything that, if I want to know if a brand has gone deep enough into the shades, she's who I'll check first. And I saw her put on, she tried on like 2 or 3 lipsticks and then realized that, hey, these shades are not for us. Let me go to the deeper ones and see what they can do. I only saw her, I think she only tried on like another 2 or 3 that were deep enough for our shade, and she still needed to put lip liners on, and I'm not about that life. I want to be able to just put a lipstick on and fucking go. I don't want to have to mix shades and grab a lip liner and do that whole bit. So that was a little, well, not a little, that was very discouraging to me, because Jaclyn Hill, it's 2019. If you're gonna launch a cosmetics brand, you need to represent all shades of the rainbow. I'm not saying that you need 50, 60, 80 shades, but if you're gonna have 10 to 15, if she had 20, so she had 20 shades altogether, right? And if you know that your target market is primarily people of a lighter skin tone, okay, I totally see you needing at minimum 10 shades that will cater to them, but 2 or 3 to darker skin tones is just disrespectful. Number 5, aesthetics matter. Aesthetics matter here in the US. Do not overlook the small things. That goes back to when she was talking about, you know, these massive vats and how they like put all the ingredients in, and then like she has to churn it to get the products to melt, and how it wasn't melting properly, and that's why you got the little beads in the lipsticks. That shit matters. Even if it's like the best product in the world, if it's not the consistency that it should be, or if it doesn't look the way that we as Americans expect it to look, it's not gonna do well. And she actually recommended that when they arrive to your home, if you live in a hot climate like I live here in South Florida, if I ordered her lipsticks, wait to open up the lipsticks. Let them come inside, let them cool off, and then open them up, because what was happening was lipsticks were melting, and you would see little deviations in them. They were slanted to the side. Some of them broke all together. You could see the lipsticks were like melting, and how they didn't look nice and neat around the bullet holder that, you know, that it comes in. So there was just like a multitude of like little aesthetics issues. For me, if I'm striving if I'm striving for perfection, and if she did the test like she said she did, she said that she shipped them from here, there, everywhere, I would have shipped them to the Caribbean. I would ship them to a cold temperature, see what the product looked like under different heat stressors. And I feel like these are things like I don't know that much about business. I don't really know a whole lot, really anything at all about makeup, but I feel like these are things that are just like common sense, because you're gonna have people ordering from all over the country. And just because you make a product in the winter time, you're gonna sell it year round. So you didn't think about what temperature your lipsticks melt at. She said that they melt at 140. Okay, but people work all day. If someone like myself lives in South Florida, if my doorstep is in a sunny area and it gets dropped off at the beginning of the day, my house or my doorstep is getting sun from 7 a.m. until like 3, 4 in the afternoon. Damn sure it's gonna get a lot hotter than 140. Even if it doesn't hit 140, it's going to melt a little bit in that container. And I feel like I've never ordered anything and had the type of issues, the aesthetic issues that this brand is having. That's my thing. Last but not least is number 6. Don't wait a week to respond to criticism. So this is probably the biggest thing, especially being 2019, when you can easily just turn your phone on and Facebook Live instantly, YouTube Live instantly. You can do all of these things, and people are, I didn't order these products. I didn't know anything about it until Jaclyn Hill came out with her My Lipsticks response video. So it had already been an issue for a whole week before she came out and responded to it. And I feel like that's really, really bad business, because not that I don't think you care about what I have to say and my criticisms towards your products, but it makes me feel like you don't have your shit in order, so you can't respond to our criticisms until you speak to somebody else. And if you don't have the answers to our criticisms, then you really weren't there throughout the entire process. So that kind of negates what you were saying at the beginning of the video about you wanted to be perfect and you were there and all this mess. No, you really weren't, or at least it doesn't seem like it. That's how I feel. I really hate to really badmouth anybody again, especially somebody who has come from nothing. This girl didn't go to school. She didn't, well, as far as I know, she, just worked at Sephora for a couple of years and, really had some really, really amazing talent and did well for herself here on YouTube, and was able to create a brand and partner and have these amazing partnerships. And I commend her for all of that hard work, but it's just really sad to see it go down like this. Because I don't know about anybody else, but I've never watched her videos. I don't know anything about her brand except for the fact that she had a palette with Morphe. That's the only thing that I know. I wouldn't buy anything from her. I don't trust her. People are out here saying that her lipsticks might have more mold spores, they're old, they're expired. I don't know any of that to be true. What I do know is that aesthetically they were not pleasing, and therefore I can't really trust you as a businesswoman, because you weren't aware of the flaws in your product. That's my say. What do you guys think? Would you buy products from Jaclyn Hill? If you did buy products, definitely let me know what your experience was, because I'm like so enveloped in it, because I want to get to that phase, but I don't want any of this to happen to me. This was a seriously embarrassing moment for her, and I'm sorry that it happened to her. But for all of us that are looking to better ourselves and build in our own businesses, this is a great, great way to learn from her mistakes. So I hope that this was a video that could help you just see the beauty in her faults and her fuck-ups, and hopefully we can all do better going into tomorrow. All right, guys, so again, if you have tried Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics lipsticks, let me know your thoughts, your opinions. If you watched the videos, if you've been keeping up with it with the tea, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down here. And until next time, guys, stay blessed and unstressed.